Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about three things that determine the direction of your life: your mouth, your mood, and your money. If you can control these three, you can control your future. Everything that rises or falls in your life is connected to one of these areas. If your mouth is out of control, your relationships suffer. If your mood is unchecked, your decisions become reckless. If your money has no discipline, your future is at risk. Let's break this down into three key principles. Words are not just sounds or letters strung together. They are the architects of your reality. Everything you see around you, every great achievement, every disaster, every relationship built or broken, can be traced back to words spoken. The most powerful force given to humanity is the ability to speak. Words create, words define, words establish. A nation rises or falls on the words of its leaders. A family thrives or suffers based on the words spoken within its walls. A person succeeds or fails depending on the words they declare over themselves. Many people blame circumstances, the economy, or their background for their struggles, but often the greatest battles are not fought in the world around them. They are fought in their mouths. The words they habitually speak set the course for their lives. Think about this. Everything in creation responds to words. Laws are written with words. Contracts are formed with words. Wars are started with words. Peace is established with words. The most important decisions in life, marriage, career choices, leadership declarations, are sealed with words. Words have weight, and yet many speak without considering the consequences of what they release into the atmosphere. Consider a person who constantly says, "Nothing ever works out for me," or "I always fail," or "I never have enough." These are not just statements, they are declarations, affirmations of a reality they are reinforcing. They are setting their minds, attitudes, and expectations to align with those words, and as a result, their lives follow the direction of their speech. On the other hand, those who declare, "I will find a way," "This situation will not define me," and "I am growing," "I am learning," "I am improving," are shaping a future that aligns with those words. Their mindset adjusts to those affirmations. Their actions follow suit. And opportunities begin to appear where once there were only obstacles. History is filled with examples of people who spoke their destiny into existence. Some of the greatest visionaries the world has known were those who spoke their dreams aloud before anyone else could see them. They declared success in the face of opposition, spoke life into situations that seemed hopeless, and refused to allow negative words to take root in their spirits. But the opposite is also true. Many have destroyed their own potential because of reckless words. Relationships have been shattered by careless speech. Opportunities have been lost because of a negative confession. There are people who are jobless today, not because they lack skill, but because they spoke in anger at the wrong moment. There are businesses that have collapsed, not because they lacked potential, but because their leaders constantly spoke words of doubt and fear rather than faith and strategy. Words not only affect the one who speaks them, but they also shape the people who hear them. Parents, your words are writing the future of your children. Every time you tell a child, "You are lazy," "You are foolish," or "You will never succeed," you are planting seeds that will grow into the reality of their identity. But when you say, "You are wise," "You are capable," and "You will achieve great things," you are setting them on a path of confidence and success. Leaders, the words you speak create the culture of your organization. If you constantly complain, criticize, or speak doubt, your team will reflect that. But if you speak vision, encouragement, and solutions, you will cultivate an atmosphere of growth and innovation. Even in your personal life, the words you speak to yourself in private moments have immense power. Many people sabotage themselves, not because of what others say about them, but because of what they say about themselves. When you wake up and say, "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never change," you are reinforcing chains around your own potential. But when you declare, "I am strong," "I am disciplined," "I am growing," you are setting yourself free to achieve. Words are not passive. They do not disappear the moment they are spoken. They linger, they take root, they grow. Some words take years to manifest, but when they do, they prove the power that was in them all along. This is why it is critical to guard your speech. Think before you speak. Weigh your words carefully. Do not say things in anger that you will regret. Do not joke about failure or misfortune. Do not curse yourself, even in frustration. Train your tongue to speak only what is wise, what is true, and what will build rather than destroy. If you want to change your life, change the words you speak. If you want to change your relationships, change the words you use. If you want to change your future, start by changing the declarations you make today. Emotions are one of the most powerful forces within human nature. They drive our decisions, influence our relationships, and shape the quality of our daily experiences. But while emotions are real, they are not always right. They are indicators, not dictators. They should inform us, but they should never control us. Many people live their lives being led by how they feel rather than by principles, wisdom, or discipline. If they feel happy, they work hard. If they feel discouraged, they quit. If they feel angry, they lash out. If they feel fearful, they shrink back. This cycle of being led by emotion produces an unstable life, one that rises and falls with every wave of feeling. A person ruled by emotions is like a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave, vulnerable to every storm. One moment they are confident, the next they are insecure. One moment they are committed, the next they are uncertain. They love today, but tomorrow they are filled with resentment. Their relationships are unstable, their goals are inconsistent, and their decisions lack direction because they are based on feelings rather than a firm foundation. Emotions were never meant to be the captain of your life. They are meant to be passengers. They should be acknowledged, understood, and managed, but they should never be in control. When you allow emotions to lead you, you will find yourself making decisions you regret, speaking words you cannot take back, and reacting in ways that damage your future. Consider the person who allows anger to lead them. In a moment of rage, they say something cruel to their spouse, they break trust with a friend, or they make a reckless decision that costs them years of progress. The feeling of anger may pass, but the damage remains. Think about the person who lets fear lead them. They see an opportunity but hesitate because they feel uncertain. They stay in toxic relationships because they fear being alone. They refuse to take risks because they fear failure. In the end, their emotions have robbed them of growth, success, and fulfillment. What about the person who allows sadness to lead them? Instead of processing pain in a healthy way, they isolate themselves, shut down, and allow their emotions to dictate their actions. They avoid people, miss opportunities, and let their emotions define their identity. Over time, they become trapped in a cycle where they are no longer responding to life with wisdom, but simply reacting based on how they feel in the moment. Even positive emotions can be dangerous when they are not managed. A person who allows excitement to lead them may make impulsive decisions, overcommit, or jump into situations without wisdom. A person who is led by attraction alone may enter relationships that are unhealthy simply because they feel good in the moment. The key to mastering life is not to suppress emotions, but to discipline them. Emotional intelligence is the ability to feel without being controlled by feelings. It is the ability to recognize emotions without being ruled by them. When you master your emotions, you gain control over your reactions, your decisions, and your destiny. Emotions can deceive you. What you feel in the moment is not always the truth. A temporary feeling can push you to make a permanent decision. Many have walked away from great opportunities because they felt unqualified, only to regret it later. Many have spoken words in a heated moment that they wish they could take back. Many have let emotions cloud their judgment, leading them down a path of destruction. Wisdom teaches that emotions must be tested before they are trusted. Just because you feel something does not mean it is real. And just because an emotion is strong does not mean it should be obeyed. Feelings fluctuate, but principles remain steady. You cannot live by how you feel. You must live by what is right, by what is true, and by what will produce lasting success. Disciplining your emotions begins with self-awareness. You must recognize what you are feeling and ask yourself, is this feeling leading me toward wisdom, or is it pushing me into a reckless decision? Is this emotion helping me grow, or is it controlling me? Am I reacting based on temporary feelings, or am I responding with wisdom and self-control? Maturity is the ability to act based on what is right rather than what feels good in the moment. It is the ability to pause before speaking, to reflect before reacting, to choose discipline over impulse. It is the understanding that just because you feel something strongly does not mean it should dictate your actions. Many of the greatest regrets in life come from moments where emotions were allowed to lead. Many of the greatest successes come from those who learned to rule over their emotions rather than being ruled by them. Resources are the tools through which potential is transformed into reality. They are the fuel that drives vision, the foundation upon which dreams are built, and the means through which impact is extended. Every great achievement, every lasting legacy, every significant movement has been shaped by the wise management of resources. Many people believe that success is determined by talent, background, or luck, but in reality, it is the ability to manage and maximize resources that determines the level of influence a person can attain. Your reach in life, whether in business, relationships, leadership, or personal growth, is directly connected to how well you handle what you have. Resources are not just about money, they include time, energy, skills, relationships, and opportunities. How you manage these things will determine how far you can go. Every resource you have is either working for you or against you. If you do not control your time, distractions will control it for you. If you do not manage your energy, exhaustion will dictate your pace. If you do not steward your finances, debt will dictate your decisions. If you do not build the right relationships, the wrong ones will shape your thinking. If you do not recognize opportunities, they will pass you by, only to be seized by someone else who is ready. Resources are meant to be multiplied, not merely consumed. Those who reach great heights in life are not just those who receive resources, but those who multiply them. They take what they have and make it grow. They use their time wisely, increase their energy through discipline, expand their financial capacity through investment, build strong networks, and recognize opportunities before they disappear. Their reach extends far because they have mastered the art of stewardship. If you want to change your life, start with these 3 areas. Control your mouth. Speak wisely, for your words shape your world. Control your mood, master your emotions, or they will master you. Control your money, manage well, and your future will be secure. Your success is not in what you hope for, but in what you discipline yourself to do. The future belongs to those who have self-control. Thank you.